Hello everyone, this is Miss Minnie Lover. I'm going to be doing a broom tutorial. This is what we'll be making. Just a little house broom. Okay. And these are some of the materials that you'll need. A flathead screwdriver. An X-Acto knife or some kind of cutting tool. Some fine sandpaper, or any kind of sandpaper that you have laying around. An old paintbrush, preferably the one that I'm holding. If not, you can always take the bristles out of another brush that you're not using or that's old. Any colored wire that you want on the broom, doesn't matter. It could even be string. I just have some, floral craft. So just go into your floral section. Just like a pair of pliers or something, or, you might not need them, but this is actually, I can't remember the name of this tool, but it's a good grabber. And some regular skewers that you like, skewer shish kebabs and stuff. Just regular, or like any kind of thin wood stick or something that could be used as the broom handle. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is take your screwdriver and your old paintbrush and start prying underneath the metal until it pulls up. And be very careful because there's tiny little nails in there. Right there's a nail, and right there's a nail. You have to be really careful. You can lose them, they can fall on the floor, a dog will get to them, or somebody will step on them. So just keep pulling and pulling. See, right here, nail. The nail just fell right out. Tiny, 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 tiny little nail. Right there. Okay. I need to get a camera stand. But just keep digging at it. It'll eventually come off. See, it's coming off pretty easy right now. Please ignore my struggling. And it'll pop right off, so all you're left with is this, with the metal on it. And then you have this piece. Don't throw it out though. You might need it. You never know. It's a piece of wood. You might need it. All Minnie lovers love this stuff. This wood that's just laying around, stuff that you're not using. So, what I'm going to do is keep digging this off until I get the insides out. And then, once you have the insides out, try to keep it together. There's adhesive in the inside that keeps these little bristles together. What you want to do is try to keep those intact for as long as you can after you get this off. Alright, so as you can see, I now have the metal piece completely off of the bristles, and some of the bristles have come off, but that's fine. If you still want to use them, you can just rip them right off and glue them right back on. That's not a problem at all. So, because these bristles were just a little bit long, I took my scissors and I just snipped, and it's okay if it's uneven, and this works really well. This broom, you can actually make this for half scale as well. You just make everything smaller and thinner. So this is what you have left, just the bristles. Now the next thing you want to work on is the broom handle, which is a skewer, and I cut it about 5.5 inches because most of it will be going into the bristles. Well, not most of it, but a lot of it will. I've already cut it. And the next thing you want to do is take your X-Acto knife and cut just the very point off, and then whittle it away on both sides until both sides are pretty flat. And you're going to make a mess, so just be aware. Until it's very thin. Because you want this to actually go right in between the paintbrush bristles to hold it in place. And see? I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty thin. And it's going to go in to the bristles. So you gotta kinda see if we can pry it in. If not, just take your X-Acto knife and cut a little hole in it right through, because you know you have a lot of glue in there. Let's see if we can get a hole cut in there. If you can't get the hole in, just cut a little piece at the top to allow a little entryway, and it'll fall apart. The one that I made did fall apart. And then you can just stick it in there and hold it flat. And then you can just trim all the other little pieces. Okay, so what I did was, because I couldn't get a hole in it, I just took this little weird cardboardy piece out of it, and I'm just starting to piece it together. See, I'm taking all these pieces left over from the middle piece. I ripped some pieces off here, and what I'm doing is I'm putting just regular white glue, or Elmer's glue or anything, or whatever it's called, and I'm gluing a little piece of the tip, and then just setting it down and building up bulk. And I just keep doing that, and yes, pieces will be longer, but you can go ahead and trim that up when it's done. So I'm going to finish up gluing this together, and then I'll show you the rest. Okay guys, so now it's dried. Took a little while, but it's dry now. What you see here, the little green wires, I just cut up, a couple of small pieces and just wrapped it around. You don't have to glue it or anything, it'll stay right in place. Again, this is the wire I used. You can use string, whatever you want, and whatever they have, whatever the stores have, etc. And the only thing I did after that was just trim it up to how you like it, and take your piece of sandpaper, and just let me set this down so I can show you guys, and just take your sandpaper and just rub it around, just like that. Just get the edges so that you have a rounded top. It makes it so much more realistic, and it looks really cute. And of course, all the brooms won't be exactly the same. If you want to make more, I'll just show you it next to my little mop that I made. See, isn't that just cute? And here's the one I made. Oh, that's my old one that I made. Okay, so we'll show you the one I just made. Okay, and if you want straighter lines, obviously, just work at it a little bit. Move the wires around so it's a little bit more straight. And you have a broom. Please subscribe. If you guys have anything you want me to do, just let me know and I'll see if I can make it. Thanks, guys.